Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be driving my Tesla Model 3 using hardware 3 running version 14 Lite. It's been a rough couple of days on the channel with version 14 Lite if you guys seen the mistakes. But today we're going to be doing a nice little drive here. It's started to rain. I didn't even know it was going to rain today, to be honest. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining me on this drive, and we'll see how version 14 Lite does. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, because I post videos like this one literally every single day. So we do start drive, and it should be able to make this right turn no problem. Stops at the stop sign just before the crosswalk. Now we just have to wait for these cars to give us an opening here. Personally, I would have went right here. I feel like that's enough time. But FSD is going now. A little jerk there. Car comes in front of us, but it does that right turn very well. No problems. A lot of you guys were saying that version 12.6.4 was a lot smoother than version 14 Lite, and I honestly agree. Just braking a little bit for that railway crossing there. And I do agree, version 12.6.4 was a lot more smooth. I don't really understand. I thought version 14 Lite would be way more smooth, but sometimes I feel that, you know, there are places where version 12.6.4 did a lot better than version 14 Lite. And yeah, it's kind of an interesting adjustment to get used to version 14 Lite and the quirks and the issues and stuff. A lot of you guys kind of on the same page with me in the comments. You guys are saying that version 14 Lite is a little bit worse, a little bit more unpredictable, and I guess that's what everybody's kind of feeling. I'm not too sure why. I feel like version 14 Lite was supposed to be better. Maybe it's just, you know, a new update. It's been a long time, and they're probably gonna fix it soon. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, so you guys can see the progress of FSD and stuff. You know, if you guys haven't seen version 12.6.4, I've been posting like every single day about version 12.6.4, so you guys can check out a lot of videos to see just how good, how bad, you know, how it was, to be honest. The rain is picking up just a little bit more now, so it's raining pretty heavy. This is kind of where FSD starts to, or 12.6.4 was starting to fail. When it's heavy rain like this, it starts to be a little bit more unpredictable, I guess is the word. So I usually take over when it's raining. I personally just don't want to use FSD when it's raining. I feel like I could make a lot more mistakes. But we're coming to this red light, and it stops very smoothly behind this nice BMW. And yeah, thank you guys so much for all the love and support you guys are showing on the channel. The last few videos were popping off pretty crazy. You guys are commenting, you guys are liking, and I really appreciate it. We're almost at 500 subscribers, which is pretty crazy. I didn't believe this channel would, you know, pass like 20 subs, and it's pretty awesome that we're at almost 500 subs. So thank you all you guys for watching and supporting the channel and liking the videos. Let's try getting this video to 50 likes. That'd be pretty awesome. But the light turned green and we're accelerating through it, and we're going to speed. I'm currently in hurry mode. I'll just put it in standard so you can just see the standard experience. They don't have the max speed on the scroll anymore, which sucks. You know, I love using the max speed feature, because, you know, sometimes the Tesla, I just need the car to go a little bit slower or go a speed that I desire and set, and it's kind of like a preference, I guess. But now you just change the modes and it figures out the speed, which is you know, whatever. But personally, I just like the way the max speed was. I think they're just trying to make it where you just get in the car and you just drive. You don't have to worry too much about tweaking the settings, or maybe, you know, something like that. I feel like is probably what they're trying to go for. But the car is very well centered, very nicely in the lane here. And even though it's raining and it's a little bit harder to see the lane lines, and just the road looks a little bit more different than what it usually does, it's still pretty impressive that hardware 3 version 14 Lite can still drive comfortably, safely, and so far I've been pretty okay with the drive. Not too bad. I know a lot of you guys are maybe looking to get an older Tesla, or maybe you guys have an older Tesla and you guys are looking to subscribe to FSD, and you guys are watching the video, you know, to see if this is worth the value. And my opinion on that is that it's just, the $100 is pretty steep, you know. It's pretty expensive, you know. I understand if $100 a month is expensive, because it is, and in this economy, you know, you should be spending on stuff a lot more important than a self-driving car. Well, it depends, you know, if it's providing you some sort of you know, safety on the road. You know, say you have some sort of disability or something, it could help make driving a lot safer for you. Or you know, you're just tired all the time, and maybe FSD can make you a lot safer. It makes me a lot safer a lot of the time. I feel like it gets rid of a lot of the fatigue from driving. But I know a lot of you elderly folks are out here watching the video, which is pretty awesome. I've been reading a lot of you guys. You guys were saying you guys are in your 70s, your 80s, and you guys are saying that FSD is you know, brought a lot more. You know, you could be independent and drive your car by yourself and stuff, which is really awesome to see, because I feel like that's, you know, one of the best parts about FSD. You know, a lot of our older folks that are watching the channel are able to, you know, enjoy driving and, you know, still be able to do things on your own, which is really awesome to read what you guys are commenting. So I think that's pretty awesome, but it's pretty rough for you know, Tesla to be charging $100 a month for them. So I feel like we should have all sorts of discounts for like people that actually would benefit a lot from using this, you know. But I guess that's just my opinion. That's probably not good for business, so Tesla's shares would probably drop. You know, I don't really know what's a good business decision. I'm just saying what's probably better for the consumer, and I feel like I'm more aligned with that stuff. But we're gonna be making a right here, and it's gonna be hugging the corner, and it does that very well. And yeah, we're accelerating back to speed. It's roughly around 50 here. There's sometimes a cop here, so this is where I set my max speed to 50, but right now we can't, so it's kind of in the hands of FSD here whether or not I get a ticket, but I might drop it down. 57 is not too bad. A lot of people here in Toronto area, like, everybody kind of speeds. It's kind of, I don't know about your place, wherever you live, but here in Toronto, Vaughan, whatever, everybody likes to speed. I personally don't. I personally stay like 10 over, 10 under, like just in that area. I feel like anything a little bit more is a little bit pushing it, but personally that's just where I'm at. But we come to a nice stop here, and we're just waiting for the light to change. And it is raining pretty nicely. I did not even know it was gonna rain today. That's pretty crazy. The auto wipers are pretty awesome. If you guys never drove a car with auto wipers, it's like such a little thing. Like, obviously you don't need auto wipers, but it's just such a, I guess, like, it's just cool, like, not being able to, like, you know, make sure you're in the right setting. You know, sometimes you have to do it like, you know, the low setting, but with the high speed and stuff. Like, I like to really tweak the setting where it's the perfect amount of wipe, where it's wiping just the right amount of times. And with auto wipe, it's just cool how it just takes over and just kind of like lets you focus on driving and not tweaking the wiper settings. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just like to have the most perfect wipe setting when it's raining, but most people probably just like just putting it on and just not even caring, to be honest. Yeah, so far the drive has been pretty nice. Coming to another stop over here. We're slowing down. And now we're stopped, and that was very smooth deceleration, and just very comfortable, very relaxing, and no complaints so far. we're accelerating again. The light has turned green. And we're just driving smoothly and comfortably. We're keeping a good distance from the car behind or in front of us, and we're just following the road. Hardware theory is pretty good. This stuff. If you guys thought you guys needed a new Tesla for this, you guys pretty much don't. Like these older Teslas still handle pretty well, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think, and let me know what you guys want to see in the future. You know, I post videos like this one all the time, so if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned to all the new videos I'll be posting, so you guys can see the progress of FSD and just, you know, if it's worth it or not for you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Peace. Stay safe, guys.